Welcome back. Sorry it's been a while, but I've been preparing to do some queen rearing. So I've been assembling some gear, mostly migratory covers and bottom boards. I've been wax dipping, and I've been preparing mating nukes. So the order of business for today is making our cell starter and finisher. For this I prepared a 5-frame nuke. I'll put 2 frames of brood, 2 frames of food, and 1 empty frame that will be replaced with the grafting frame in 2 days. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, first thing to do is to make sure the queens are not in the part of the hive I'm going to use to make the cell builder. So I'm going to use a shaker box, which is basically super with duct tape around it. Bees do not like walking on duct tape. And shake all the bees in the bottom box. Place a queen excluder. Put the super back and let the nurse bees climb back up through the excluder. Now I'm going to look for swarm cells and cups while I'm at it. But the main objective is to make the cell builder. For shaking bees, a simple super with duct tape around to prevent the bees from walking back up. And now we simply take the frames and shake the bees off. If we see the queen, we'll isolate her. But this method allows me to basically do what I need without having to find the queen. Still gonna give it a look. And just shake these. And at the same time, I'll be looking for a good brood frame, preferably emerging brood, to give to the cell builder. Some nice drones. Some brood and pollen. Oh, found the queen. So what I'm going to do is put her in a clip. Clip is that way. Oh wait, I have a cage right here. Go. Come here, my darling. Now that the queen is isolated, I can make the cell builder without fear of hurting her. I brought down some empty frame. This will relieve the pressure of swarming. Let's find some nice food frame. Here's one. There's brood, there's food, everything that they need. Let's see if it's this one. Yeah, lots and lots of pollen. Alright, the pollen goes next to the center frame where there's, there we go. Right. Now here's what I'm going to do. After giving them a last frame, I need to fill this to the brim with nurse bees. So I'm going to take as many as I need and fill this up. Now that there's lots of food and lots of brood in there, I need to increase the number of nurse bees. So I'm going to take frames from the hives and shake them in there until it's bursting at the seams. All the foragers will fly back to the hives, the nurse bees will stay there, and I'll come back in 2 days, remove any cells they've started building, and place my grafts. Alright, so let's get building. Shaker box. The cell builder is now its final place. There's just a few things I need to do. Give them some pollen patty and syrup. Now, as for the foragers you see buzzing around me, they'll just fly back to their own hive, leaving only the nurse bees in the cell builder. I'll come back in a few days for the graft, and I'll make sure there are no queen cells being built. If there are, I'll just crush them, ensuring my grafts are the ones being worked on. It's been a couple of days, so the first order of business is to look for any cups and cells that have been made by the bees. First, let's remove the center frame since it's going to be replaced by the grafting frame, and it should be empty. Yeah, you even started working on it. Alright. Now the reason I'm looking for cells is if there are any cells except the ones I'm grafting, they probably won't take. Empty cup. Other than that, all good. Again, just more empty cups. I tried to select frames that had no larvae, but it's always possible to miss some. So it's always best to check twice. See emerging brood. No cells. It's good. And finally, aha! Here we go. See a couple of cells over here. Just gonna destroy them. So now they are hopelessly queenless, which means they have to accept my graft. Okay, now forgive the odd angle, but we're in a cramped car. Now that I have selected the 3 frames I want to use for grafting, I will be using the grafting tool to pick the smallest larvae I can find and graft them in this bar. As you can see, simple GZBZ grafting cups and a Pierce grafting tool. Alright. Now, forgive me a moment. I gotta find a really small larvae. Here we go. Right about here. Remove the glasses. This is more difficult than I thought. Nope, missed it. Well, the goal is to pick up our larvae and deposit it in the bottom of a cup. Now, I've never done this before, so it might take me a while, so I don't even know if I got it. So small. Let's see. Yes! Now, it's so small I can hardly see them, but the trick is you pick them up and you deposit them in each of the cups. Now, just to repeat this step 29 more times. And once you've placed your larvae inside a bar, it's highly recommended you place it under a damp cloth so that the larvae don't dry up. All right, final step. Putting the graft frame inside the starter finisher. Here's my cloth covered graft frame. And we put it in. There we go. And that's it. I'll check back in a few days, probably the weekend, see how many took. Now, since it's my first time, I don't expect a very high percentage of success, but as long as I have over 15, I'll be fine. 15 is the number of hives I want to reach this summer. Alright, so I'll close them back up, and that'll be it for this week.